Well, hey there, folks, and happy Valentine's Day if you're watching this on Valentine's Day, and if you're not, well, then pretend it's Valentine's Day for at least the few minutes that this video will take. And to make us happy, Barbara Ann Kipfer says, we need a tan people notice. What's a tan people notice? That sounds racist. Notice, there are tan people here. Oh no, beware. And cheap lipstick. So, Valentine's Day. Anyway, I have kind of a mixed view on Valentine's Day, and I'm going to give it to you. So if you came here to see me either bash it up or espouse the virtue of Valentine's Day, I'm afraid I'm kind of a fence-sitter on this one, but I will explain a few things about my view on Valentine's Day. First, let's start with a little history. There are a lot of Saint Valentines who got martyred, just for being, saints, because that kind of happened a lot back then. There was one specifically who was persecuted by the Romans, and the stories either go that one, he was just a Christian priest who, in the time of pagan Romanism, before Catholicism and all that, and, they didn't like him, so they killed him, and we're all like, oh, but he was a nice guy. And the second story that goes, this is a little more romantic, is that the Roman army didn't want married men in their army, because they thought they made worse soldiers. Saint Valentine was off marrying them in secret, so he got killed for that. Either way, it's a holiday revolving around murder. The whole idea of Valentine's Day becoming a romantic holiday started with Geoffrey Chaucer in his little story Parliament of Fools. It's really hard to read Geoffrey Chaucer. It's Middle English, which is so different, so this will be a little translated. And his mention of this was, "For this was on St. Valentine's Day, when every bird cometh there to choose his mate." So for birds, we choose our mates on Valentine's Day, and eventually that evolved into love. I'm going to address 3 topics that a lot of people associate with Valentine's Day. One are the people who say, Valentine's Day is just Single Awareness Day. It's just here to make fun of the people who don't have a partner. Okay, I can see why being single can make Valentine's Day a little less fun, and I empathize with you on that. And I'll openly admit that the fear of dying alone is a little strong on Valentine's Day if you're single. But seriously, you think they created an entire holiday to mock you? Okay, so you're not having the greatest day, but don't ruin it for other people who actually do enjoy Valentine's Day. That's just cold. Stiff upper lip, man. Should it be stiff lower lip? That's the one that always juts out when people are sad. Now, another thing that people always complain about Valentine's Day is that it's way commercialized, and to an extent they're right, but I don't think we should let that ruin it. Sure, you see the stupid candy hearts everywhere, stupid boxes of other candies, but you know what? If you're going to indulge in those, whatever. But I don't think that you should let that ruin it for you. I mean, the holiday came before the people commercialized it, and companies who like money will commercialize anything that they can to get more money. So I really don't hold it against them. What you can do to avoid this commercialized holiday is not buy the commercialized goods. I'm not saying don't have a romantic time. Make homemade gifts, man. I mean, those come from the heart. And that way, you can be sweet and have a good Valentine's and not be a corporate tool. Now, the last thing that I'm going to address is some people say, oh, why should you only be in love on Valentine's Day? What about the rest of the year? I, personally, don't think Valentine's Day celebrates love in specifics. If you're in love with someone, yeah, you probably are in love with them all year. What Valentine's Day is about is infatuation. Infatuation is, when you're in love and you're being really cornily romantic about it. And I'm not saying you should limit that only to Valentine's Day, but you shouldn't avoid it on Valentine's Day. Heck, here's this day set out just for you to have a wonderful time with your romantic partner. So yeah, that's my view on Valentine's Day, and so it's not totally warm, but it's not totally cold. I'm not going to take either side. And of course, my Valentine this year is, quote, you all know that.
Sunshine, baby sunshine, coming right out